Oh, but yet because you're black, you have the genes.
We all heard that genes are holding the gun, lifestyle will pull the trigger. We are not doomed with our genes.
And I feel like today, when we talk about longevity, it's like a competition. The peptides, the NAD+, everything.
We have to maintain our health. It's not given to us.
What if aging better after 40 isn't about another trend, but about finally understanding what your body really needs? There is a high chance that your body has been giving you all these answers all along, without you able to understand. In this episode, we dive into functional nutrition, inflammation, energy, and the real habits that help people stay strong, sharp, and healthy as they age. And for that, I have today with me Katarina from Functional Nutrition Station. She's a functional nutritionist specialized in gut health, and she will help us to understand more about it. Hi, Katarina. I'm really glad to have you on my podcast today. I've been chasing you for so long, so finally you're here. The first question that I want to ask you, why, when we turn 40, we always feel bloated, tired, inflammation, like something in our gut, in our stomach, is not working like it used to work before?
Hi, Chris. It's good to be here. Well, people tend to normalize these things and maybe say that it's normal as we age, that we feel uncomfortable or inflamed or they think it's normal because their colleague, their family member, or their friend is also suffering from the same bloating issues or inflammation or just not feeling quite right. Something doesn't fit here, but they will just, kind of forget about it.
Yes.
They will think it's, as I said, a normal part of, let's say, aging process, or it comes with life, right? It comes with the age package. But one thing is to normalize things, and one thing is that actually really normal or common? So these are the two different things. It is common, but it's definitely not normal, and we shouldn't definitely feel that way. And whenever something like this is happening, we really have to dig deeper and ask ourselves, why are those imbalances happening in our body?
Yes.
So what is causing this? And in most cases, inflammation is one of the root causes of any disbalance in the body, and one of the biggest issues nowadays with the modern way of living and lifestyle.
True. I have so many people that always telling me, I don't know why I feel bloated. I have been eating this, that. I have inflammation. I don't know. I shouldn't eat peppers. I shouldn't eat this, that. And I'm always like, for me, I'm very convinced that our body is sending us messages all the time for us to understand that something is not going properly, exactly as it's supposed to. So you just confirmed that, but it's true that we always thinking that when we reach 40, it's over. We're 40, it's like this, and when we're going to turn 50, 60, it's going to be even worse. But from what I understood, it's not the case. So I'm reassured now that we can grow older and still eating properly. But how should we eat when we turn 40?
Well, definitely some things are changing as we age, and geroscience is explaining us all those pathophysiological changes that are happening on the cellular level and what is happening biologically in our body. We have maybe deregulated nutrient sensing. We are more prone to mitochondrial dysfunction, genetic instability, and all these things that are happening on the cellular level. Inflammaging, one of the big issues nowadays. But it doesn't have to be that way. I think we are all exposed to those stories, when we are growing up and when we hear adults talking, oh, this is normal when you hit 30s or 40s,
Yes.
Body aches, body pains. That comes with age. You'll see, you'll get there. You'll have the same, right? So I think that's one of the reasons why we are normalizing so many things. But as I said before, it doesn't have to be that way. And majority of influence in how we are going to age, how we are going to feel, how our gut is going to function, it's all determined by diet and lifestyle. And I think we all heard that saying, genes hold the genes are holding the gun, but diet and lifestyle will pull the trigger. And epigenetic alteration and epigenetic is also part of this hallmark of aging.
True.
So what does that actually means is we are not doomed with our genes.
Okay.
People used to believe like we are having certain genes, or this disease runs in the family. My grandfather had it. I'm gonna have it as well. Or if I won't, then they won't even think about it. Right? It's somewhere else behind their mind. But whenever they get it, it's like, yeah, it runs in my family. But we know now, science is showing us that epigenetics is more important, and up to 95% of any chronic health issues are definitely preventable with diet and lifestyle.
Wow.
And the lifestyle is such a vague thing. Well, like, what does that mean?
Yes.
When some people hear, like, what is the lifestyle? We know that maybe sleep is there, right? Exercise and stress level, but it's more than that.
Yeah. Eating
whenever
also.
whenever I want to simplify it, what is the lifestyle? Just look at your habits and your daily actions. This is your lifestyle.
Okay.
What you repeat over a period of time, right?
Lifestyle.
And it's everything that we are exposed to, everything that we are doing, everything that we are thinking, our mindset, right? Joy in life, sense of purpose, happiness. It's not just sleep, diet, exercise, and
lifestyle.
stress, right? They are huge factors and the pillars of the health, but it's not the only thing that is going to change our genetic and it's going to influence our genetic expression, right? So it's much more. And when we look at the studies about centenarians, so those are the people who hit hundreds and more. So they were looking at the blue zones, for sure you're familiar with that.
True.
And they were looking at the observational studies, of course. They were looking at what are these people doing or what are they not doing. And besides just eating, like local seasonal produce, besides being exposed to daily movement, to kind of bit less stress, less stressful life, they're all socially connected. They're all having joyful moments in the life. They're all having sense of purpose, sense of belonging. And this is really important because it's not just like what you need to eat, how do you have to work out. Nobody told them you need to eat 1 gram or 2 grams of protein, grams of protein per kilogram, right? Nobody told them this. They didn't have guidelines.
No.
They have this, I think, intuitive sense of living,
instinct,
belonging, instincts. They were listening to their body. What is body saying? As you said earlier, listening to those body signals is really important. And nowadays, with this modern lifestyle, we are not in tune with that.
Yeah.
And nobody even taught us how do you stay in tune with your body. What does that even mean?
We don't know.
All those symptoms that we are experiencing, like gut issues, being tired, being fatigued, all those symptoms, they're signals from our body.
Okay.
And we have to listen to them. And what is always surprising to me, whenever something happens to, let's say, our car, we can all relate to this. Something is happening, the light turns on, we hear some weird sound. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the mechanics, right? But when something is happening to us,
we don't do it.
We postpone, we delay, we shush it. It's common. It's happening to you.
That's a very good example with the car.
And we act immediately, but we don't act when something is happening to us, right?
That's insane. That's insane. It's very interesting what you said, because I love the Asian culture and the Japanese, especially in Okinawa, the island that belongs to the Blue Zone. They talk about ikigai, and ikigai it's the meaning of your life. What you want to do, what you want to achieve. And if you look at all the blue zones, they all have something in common: socializing, doing something with a purpose. And I feel like today, when we talk about longevity, it's like a competition. Who is going to be the most fine-tuned? Who is going to have the best diet, the best product, the peptides, the NAD+, everything. But I really think that we are forgetting the basics, basically, the basics. Let's go back to basics first. I'm not saying that peptides and all that, it doesn't work, because science is improving, and probably in 10, 15 years is going to be amazing. But for now, we can just follow the process and start with the base.
Yeah, master the basics.
Exactly.
And then go to advanced
True,
stuff.
true.
Yeah. It's very true. Like if you're comparing two persons who, let's say, both persons are exercising, eating right, they're somehow managing the stress, but one person doesn't have joyful moments in the life, doesn't have social interactions, they're isolated, they're anything from that spectrum, and another person is including those deliberately like joyful moments in the life. They're happy, they're connected, they're going to age differently. And it's especially seen in elderly population when partners die or their family members maybe move. They'll allocate differently in different places, I don't know, because of the work or anything. Their friends are dying when you hit really that 80 or 90 age, and you can see that their decline is sharp. So social connection is really
important,
impactful on our mortality.
Okay, wow, that's insane. And I just wanted to go back to something that you said about the genes, because I've changed my complete lifestyle. 6 years ago, I was drinking a lot of alcohol. I was eating a lot of burgers, McDonald's, fast food, as many people do again today. And then something happened. I decided to change everything in my life. And when now people, they ask me, but how old are you? Sure you're 49? Because I'm 49. Oh, yeah, because you're black, you have the genes.
Oh, yeah.
But you can confirm that this is not true. I mean, it might help, but it's not. It's not the basics.
Yeah.
Lifestyle is more important than gene.
Definitely. And science of
Listen.
science of epigenetics is saying that.
Thank you.
I mean, we are all given a hand of genes, and they can influence some of those longevity genes can make a difference, but they are more making this difference later on, when we are really in that adulthood, when we are above 60, 70 or 80. Then we can say that genes are maybe helping us there a bit more, but up until then, it's all in our hands. The power is in our hands, and this is what people are missing in their mindset. They think they can do anything. And also it's this mindset of being proactive with your health and maintaining something. I can also go back to this car metaphor, how we are maintaining our cars yearly. We are changing oil, we are changing gears, we are putting a lot of money into insurance, into car registration. But when we want to invest in ourselves the same amount of money,
we don't.
I don't have that
That's
much.
Crazy.
Right?
I never thought about that, but it's true. Our car is like so precious. We have something, I need to go to the garage. Oh, this is not working. But us, when our bodies is sending us messages like, you should take care of this because something is wrong. And we're like, it's okay, I have time. I'll do it next year. I'll do it next month, next week. Why?
Exactly. Also with a house, like we are maintaining the house because we know wear and tear is going to happen. And if we are not maintaining it proactively, it's going to be even bigger damage later on, right?
Yes.
But for us, we kind of don't think about that
concept.
It's
the same.
We have to maintain our health. It's not given to us. I mean, yes, our body is incredible. We're always trying to go into this homeostasis. And it's a perfect machinery, as I say. And
wonderful machine.
But we need to give a good inputs, because we are bombarded with so many things from the lifestyle nowadays. It's not like back in the days when we didn't have so much air pollution, so much I don't know, other environmental factors and everything. So like a high pace way of living. You have to achieve this target. If you didn't success, you're not worthy. We have all this pressure from society that is also like putting us far away from being in tune with ourselves, right? because we want to achieve those targets.
Yes.
We want to succeed. We want to be up to expectation of society, right?
True.
And then we don't stop and pause and think, what is what I want? What is really and truly important to me? And this is all creating, I would say, even more stress in our body.
Yes, it's true. It reminds me something. Well, a long time ago, I wanted to for my mom's birthday, I wanted to offer her a nice pair of shoes, a Jimmy shoe, really nice. And I was like, oh, she's going to be so happy. Oh, she's going to love it. So I went there, bought the shoes, offered them to my mom, and she looked at the shoes, and the first thing she told me is like, how much did you spend in this? And I was like, it's not a problem. I just wanted to, to please you. She said, yeah, but I don't need that. And that was a sign that this generation had still real value. We are the generation that comes after. It's like we're losing that. I think we're losing the value. We're losing the purpose of life. And then we were discussing about that. I have a friend because I have an admiration for European countries, Eastern European countries, ex-Yugoslavia, so Croatia, Serbia, Montenegro, all that. I have a friend that comes from there, and the other day she proposed to me lacto-fermented vegetables. They were cauliflowers, they were peppers. They call it ardei in Romania. And there
Some
were
cabbage, right?
yes, and
carrots, probably.
Carrots, exactly. And she said, try, you will love it. I was like, oh God, it's just like vegetables.
Doesn't look appealing.
No, at all.
In a jar.
Yeah, and it smells a bit, like a vinegar kind
Yeah.
of. I had a piece of cauliflower. I ate it, and it's like my body was like, wow, thank you, like what you've done for me. Like I could feel it really like in all my body. So can you tell us more about what are the signals that we should pay attention when, for example, we are bloated, we have inflammation? How could we learn how to listen to our bodies the best way we can?
I mean, we really have to consciously think of how we feel. How do we feel when we eat certain foods? And it's not just about what do we eat, but it's also how we eat.
Okay.
Again, fast-paced life, stress, we tend to take 5 chews and swallow the food, and we tend to multitask while we eat. We are answering emails, we are, packing our stuff, whatever it is. It's not a calm and peaceful environment how we eat. And whenever I see the first signs of persons' indigestion and bloating, I would always start with, okay, how do you eat? Because a lot of this, how do you eat, is going to impact this constant bloating, gas, flatulence, even cramping or anything. Because we really have to slow down and practice this, as they call it, mindful eating.
Okay.
Chew slowly, chew properly. This is going to set the stage for proper digestion, because digestion starts in the mouth with adequate saliva output that is going to then further trigger digestive enzymes, stomach acid, bile output, and everything in the sequence that follows for good, proper digestion. So if that is not happening, if we are not having enough of saliva output, everything else is impaired. So we always have to start north to south. Whenever we are feeling any bloating, nowadays, the popular topic, gut health, gut microbiome, like media and social media is screaming all about this gut microbiome, how do we improve it? But we don't have to necessarily jump into gut health in that sense. I mean, gut health is all about gastrointestinal health, but we don't have to step into the intestines first. Let's go and check, then have a good check in what is happening before that.
Okay, true.
What is the upstream effect that is causing the downstream effects and symptoms?
True.
So really to, slow down, have a stress-free environment, this fight or flight or rest and digest mode, right? Fight or flight is our stress response and stress mode, how they call it, and rest and digest is the other side, the parasympathetics.
Okay.
So let's say you got into a fight just before your lunch with your friend, your family member, whoever. and you're really stressed, you are all over the place and you are just about to start your lunch. So how are you going to digest that lunch?
Bad.
Because stress has a huge influence.
It's crazy because I never thought about that.
Yeah.
And it reminds me when I was young, at my grandma's place in the Caribbean, eating was kind of like ceremonial.
Mm-hmm.
So we started with a prayer, thank God for the food, and so like a moment to calm down.
Yeah.
And then we were eating. There were no smartphone at the time. We didn't have TV, so we were spending a moment discussing with each other. How did you do today? Oh, it's nice. How did you prepare? Can you tell me the recipe? A real exchange. So it was like we were preparing ourselves to receive the food to nourish our body. And what you just said remind me exactly that momentum. And it's true that nowadays we always stressed. Work, most of the time we have 30 minutes, 45 minutes to eat. So the boss is like, okay, we have a meeting in 2 hours. So it's like, okay, I need to eat. Yeah. And of course, if we are stressed, how can we receive the food inside our body peacefully and intentionally? We have to get something in exchange of that. Bloating, flatulences, burn, like stomach burns, all these kind of like acidity, all these kinds. I never thought about that. Wow. It's insane.
So it's not just whenever people are having these gastrointestinal issues, they think it's the food that caused that. It can be simply stress. Right? I don't know. We all had that moment before stressful event, either an important interview or you feel it in your gut, right?
Yeah.
Either you have to run to the toilet or something is happening there or you have stomach knots. And that's how fast stress acts on your gut. And then on the other hand, when that's like the acute stress, something is happening now.
Yeah.
But when we are into this chronic stress, when we have chronically elevated cortisol levels over time, that's chronic stress, then it's the opposite. Then that stress is slowing everything down.
Okay.
It's telling basically, now it's not time to digest the food. It's time to focus on this stress.
Okay.
This is the primary function of our body at that point. Deal with the stress. Okay. And we're all stressed, right?
Yeah.
It's the modern society thing. We are all overstressed. And the digestion is shutting down. You can't digest properly, you can't absorb nutrients properly, your motility is slowing down, constipation can occur. This can be just stress. And people are thinking, oh my God, what did I eat? The food was something that caused the reaction. I'm not saying that food is not a thing and an issue for so many people.
But there is a root cause.
But there are other things that are impacting our digestion as well.
Yeah. I never thought about that. That's insane.
Yeah.
And the worst is that most of the time when we have this, we go, okay, I'm going to take this pill, and it's going to help me. It's going to help me to digest. No, just relax. Just like manage your stress.
First steps. Yes.
Yeah, first steps.
Yes. Cover the basics.
Yeah, exactly. That's insane. Okay.
For so many of my clients have this, GI issues are so common, and for so many of them, it was just how they were eating the factor.
Okay.
And minimizing the stress, and already that resolved 90% of their issues.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, stress furthers damages our intestines.
Yeah.
That goes without saying. It's damaging our intestinal barrier, the endothelial cells. It can even create stress alone, the leaky gut syndrome, and then that causes inflammation as well. But as I said, cover the basics, stress-free environment, how we eat, and chewing properly.
Chewing. It's true. We don't take the time to eat.
Yeah.
We don't chew.
We don't have time.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, we are putting ourselves on the bottom of priority list.
Yeah.
Right?
And we manage to create food that doesn't need to be chewed. So like all those sandwiches that we have, the burgers, it's like when you eat it, it's melting directly in the mouth. we don't chew anymore, no?
Yeah.
Sometimes even we chew, like, because we're not used to it, it hurts. It's it's crazy, really. It's impressive because, as I said, most of the time we are trying to find solutions for something that's going on in our bodies, and the solutions the body gives us from the very beginning. It's just
Yeah.
us. We don't know anymore how to
Yeah.
listen to that. Wow.
And then my clients are like, was it that simple? And I was thinking,
Yeah.
I have gut dysbiosis. It's leaky gut for sure. I've read so many
Yes.
about this leaky gut. This is not to say that this is not a serious thing, but for so many people, it was just how they were eating.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
And what about the nutrigenomics? Because many people also on social media now says like that we should go and analyze because probably some food that we are eating we are like can cause allergy. Is it true, or can you give us more information about that? Because I know that a lot of people, as I said, they have digestion issues, and they think that it's because they're allergic to red bell pepper or to corns or whatever the product is. Can it be true, or there is something behind?
Definitely, food reactions are real. We can have either food allergy, sensitivity, or intolerance,
Okay.
but the nutrigenetic test is not telling us about that.
Okay.
So nutrigenetics is more about this epigenetics field.
Okay.
We are now into the genetics field. So nutrigenetics is telling us how our genes are going to determine how we are metabolizing certain nutrients,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So we are all having this, they're called SNPs,
Okay.
or single nucleotide polymorphisms.
Okay.
They are mutations on our genes.
Okay.
We all have them. It's not something weird. We all
Okay.
have them. Some people have some sorts of SNPs, other people are having the other ones. And I don't think that everybody should do this test, but if you really, really want to highly personalize your diet, then you should definitely do this test.
Okay.
I did it on myself, and it helped me on so many levels,
Okay.
and it gave me answers to issues that I was having. For example, I'll tell you, I had chronically low vitamin D levels constantly. Like I was mindful about everything around vitamin D absorption,
Okay.
because so many stuff can impair vitamin D absorption.
Okay.
It can be some hidden infection.
Okay.
It can be inuic. For example, humidity is a factor that is impairing how you are going to have synthesization of vitamin D through the sun.
Okay.
Right? It can be the day of a time of the day when you're exposed to sun.
Okay.
Like early morning is not going to give you a good vitamin D synthesis through your skin.
Yeah.
It has to be midday.
Okay.
It has to be paired with magnesium, right? With vitamin K2. So these are all the stuff. So magnesium is part of activation process
Yes.
of vitamin D into its active form. I
Okay.
was thinking about all that, right? All that covered. Sunscreen. I didn't use the sunscreen. I'm the person who is constantly outdoors on the sun, right? So all those things were covered. I was taking about 50,000 IU per week, which is the normal dose that when you are deficient, right? Nothing moved the needle up until I realized from the nutrigenetic test that I have mutations on VDR enzyme that are impairing the activation of vitamin D, right, into its active form.
Okay.
So I started to take 10,000 IU per day,
Okay. Wow.
and
Okay.
that is a sweet spot for me.
Okay.
So nobody will tell you that you should take 10,000 IU per day. Nobody. Only then I was able to have my vitamin D in a good range.
Because the last
So
time,
and sorry.
yeah, I just wanted, because I'm very cautious about that, because the last time I do a blood test every 3-4 months to make sure that everything is okay. Especially because in the UAE, many people they're suffering about iron deficiencies, and everything was okay except the vitamin D. I was extremely low, extremely low. I did 2 strong shots. I forgot the dose, but it was really, really, really strong. And then I had to take some pills every week. But I didn't do another blood test to double check if the vitamin D level was okay now. So probably I should do another blood test to check, to double check.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should all measure our vitamin D frequently, at least twice per year.
Okay.
Why? Vitamin D is acting as a hormone. That means it's sending signals all over the body. It's involved in this biochemistry and it's involved in our genetic expression.
Wow. Okay.
So it's not like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm don't have enough of vitamin D, it's fine.
Yeah.
You know, like everybody has
True.
that. It's okay.
True.
I'll just go on the sun a little bit more.
30 minutes and it's okay.
Because the thing is, we're not going to have vitamin D from diet.
No.
We have to expose our skin to vitamin D. Yeah. And then what happens with aging as well is the ability of our skin to synthesize vitamin D is going down.
Oh, okay.
So when we are going above 50, 60, it's really, really critical to measure vitamin D levels. And besides genetic expression, it's involved in our immune regulation. And when we think of our health, it all comes down how strong our immune system is, how resilient we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Another question that I wanted to ask you, it's about sport performance. As a nutritionist, what would you recommend for someone that trains a lot to make sure that we can provide to our body enough nutrients for him to keep performing? Because I train 3 to 4 times a week, muscle strengthening. Then I play paddle a lot. I do capoeira also a lot. So I have a lot of physical activities. And I'm not sure that I'm eating enough or I'm eating the right things to make sure that my body can support all these activity, but also to be able to recover properly from that.
Mm-hmm. I'll ask you, how do you feel? Do you feel okay? Do you feel energized?
I feel okay, but sometimes I feel tired. I feel tired. So I'm asking myself, maybe I'm not eating enough carbs. Maybe I'm not having enough proteins. Maybe, and the thing is, like, you can lost it very fast when you listen to social media. I have people that are listening and I know what they're saying, so I can trust them. But the majority of the person, they don't know these persons. So they will listen to fitness influencers, wellness influencers. And believe me, I know a lot of them, they're not even in a good shape. They're not eating properly. They have a lot of deficiencies, especially some of them, they are plant-based. And they're not aware of these deficiencies. So that's why for me, it's very important. I know the role of nutrition for our body, especially when we age also, because we cannot keep eating what we were eating when we were 20 or like 30, because our body needed much more that we can burn as a calorie on a daily basis after 40.
Yeah. So nutrition is all about fueling the body. And in terms of sports nutrition, I think a lot of attention is given to protein nowadays, and we keep forgetting about carbohydrates as our main fuel. Fueling our body to perform, but also fueling our brain to perform as well.
Okay.
Performance is not just physical, it's cognitive as well.
Okay.
Muscle will always be in favor for that carbohydrate intake, but we need to fuel our brain as well. This is the basic concept behind carbohydrates, and they're villains somehow. Mm-hmm. I'm sure athletes are, and those who are into sports and exercise, they know that carbohydrates are important, but still you can be kind of lost in this information and misinformation out there on internet, on social media. So the key thing is to fuel your body properly before exercising or workout, but also afterwards.
Okay.
This is when people think I just need a protein shake after workout and that's it. You need carbohydrates as well to replenish your glycogen. And the timing matters as well. Mm-hmm. Like, when are you going to have that meal? Even though the recent research is saying it's okay. Even if you take a proper meal, even 3 hours after workout, it's fine as long as it's balanced with protein and carbohydrates.
Okay.
And I will always refer to exercise regimen is that I don't know if you heard that quote, muscles are torn in gym,
Yeah.
fed in kitchen, and
Yeah.
built in sleep.
Sleep.
Recovery is part
Sleeping.
of working out as well.
True. True.
Good, proper, adequate sleep
Yeah.
is anabolic state as well, not just rest and renew. When we
Yeah.
think of sleep, we tend to think of it's the time of the day or
Yeah.
process that is all about healing, repair, recycling, and it is. It's all that, but it's also an anabolic state when we build the muscles. It's built in recovery.
So we can take any kind of proteins we want. If the sleep is not good,
Yeah.
the body won't be good.
Have a poor sleep constantly, you're not going to build the muscles in comparison to when you are sleeping properly.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Interesting.
Again, come back to the basics.
True. And how do you feel the brain? How do you feed your brain? What we have to eat to feed the brain, to make sure that the cognitive part is also going to be fulfilled properly?
So, I mean, everything that goes for body will work for brain as well.
Okay.
It's highly dependable on glucose, as I said. It requires glucose for its functioning, for signaling, for neural chemistry and everything. It needs oxygen as well. So how we breathe is really important for our brain.
Okay.
And in general, when we are talking about healthy aging, we have to think of a healthy brain as well.
Sure.
It's the term that I've heard on one podcast. It's brain span, and it's really great term. Like,
True.
we don't want to just have the health span, how healthy we are aging, but how healthy is our brain. And luckily, exercise is doing wonders for our brain. Not just how we feel in terms of mood and that neurochemistry and neurotransmitters, but it's also exercise is inducing BDNF factor that is helping our brain as well, how its neural signals are functioning. Exercise is also inducing autophagy and mitophagy. Mitophagy is how our mitochondria recycles. Autophagy is general term for recycling of debris from our body. But mitophagy is also a critical part, and mitochondria, we know it's a powerhouse of
the body.
Of the body. But it's also about transferring energy in our body as well. And exercise is actually doing wonders for that, and sleep as well.
Okay.
So when are we in autophagy? When we sleep, when we exercise, and when we are exposed to prolonged fasting as well.
Oh, okay. So fasting is key.
Not the intermittent one, the 16-18 that was so famous a few years back and even today, but the prolonged fast I'm talking about. It starts after, let's say, 1 day, but 2-3 days fast. This is when we are having this sweet spot of autophagy.
I have another question also, because a friend of mine, she's from Serbia, a small village. And I couldn't believe that when she said that to me. She was telling me that people, when they're sick there, they don't go to see the doctor, they fast.
Oh, wow.
But they fast for like 3 days, 4 days. And they said, like, after these 3-4 days, like, the body is kind of
new.
Like rejuvenated, kind of. So it does work when we do a proper 2, 3, 4 days fasting, because the only reason why I haven't done it is because maybe I'm silly, but I feel like if I fast for more than 3-4 days, I will lose my muscles.
That happens after 3 days.
Okay.
So 2 to 3 day fast, like up to 72 hours, you're good to go. You're not going to break down your muscle.
Okay. After 3 days, then
it's starting the muscle breakdown.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will give it a try.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow.
It's a great thing to do periodically.
Okay.
I'm not saying you should do it every week or so, but to do it a few times per year, it's a great thing to kind of
like
reset your body.
2-3 times a year.
But for some people, like when those hallmarks of aging are really expressed, like genetic instability, mitochondrial dysfunction, telomere shortening, and the only thing that is going to work for these people is going to be the fasting. Prolonged fasting, and of course ensuring adequate sleep to have induced normal autophagy process. So
Okay.
autophagy is happening every day through our deep quality sleep.
Yes.
So that's one of the reasons why sleep is so critical for our health.
Okay. But is it something that we can do on our own, or should we be accompanied with someone for a fast? Because again, I've read a lot of things about that, and some people would say that it can be dangerous if we don't eat for 2-3 days. So like we should be accompanied with like a doctor or professional to do that. What is your thought about this one?
I think that will be more for those long fasts up to 7 days. People
Okay.
are doing that.
Okay.
That should be monitored.
Okay.
And in presence of someone, if not a medical personnel,
Okay.
then somebody close to you. But for 2-3 day fast, you're good to go. You can
okay.
function perfectly fine.
Okay.
I mean, there are some precautions in terms of how is your general health, and certain people should not do this. I'm not saying now everybody should do 2 to 3 day fast. This is not for everyone.
Yeah.
There are some checklists that you want to go through before you go into that. But in general, if you don't have any health issues or concerns,
You can do it easy on your own.
you can do it easy. Like gut microbiome can reset, hidden infections can reset, as you said, anecdotal, like your friend from Serbia, as she was saying, if people were fasting for certain diseases or whatever was their reason and it worked,
Okay. And when we do this kind of fasting, let's say for 2-3 days, can we jump back eating like we were eating, or do we have to come back with some specific
slow,
okay.
step by step,
okay.
right? Well, it's great if you can have some soup or bone broth in the beginning and then continue with some protein, but not having 30 grams of protein.
Okay.
Just start a bit slower.
Okay.
And then in 1 to 2 hours, you can have a proper meal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the first meal should be something very
light,
very
but
light,
protein rich.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
interesting, very interesting. Oh, I'm learning a lot today. That's why I'm doing those postcards. Okay. So if we could give to the person that is going to listen to us the 3 good recommendation when they're facing a situation with inflammation, bloating, some trouble with the gut, what would be those the 3 best advice that you could give to them?
If inflammation is really ongoing there, then we have to look at why are we inflamed. There can be so many reasons behind inflammation, right? It can be hidden infection. So testing can tell us a lot to really know what's going on in there. So if we have moved from that mindful eating, how we eat stress-free, right? And let's say you're still experiencing some issues, then we should dig deeper and see what is actually going on there. Not to guess, but to test. And then there are targeted interventions in terms of diet and some nutraceutical support that we can give to people who are going through, let's say, infections or endothelial dysfunction in our intestinal linings, or if they have leaky gut, we can test for that. So there is targeted approach in that. But when we're thinking about diet in general, that's going to be anti-inflammatory diet. And what is anti-inflammatory diet? Whole foods, avoiding processed foods, avoiding refined sugar, avoiding alcohol at that time, any kind of, these sugary sweets, drinks, just basically focusing on the whole foods.
Real food, raw food.
Yeah, and I know fiber is important for gut health and gut microbiome, but for certain conditions, it's not good to start and load up with the fiber if our gut microbiome is having certain issues and gut issues are present there. Where we don't want to jump into fiber is amazing for gut microbiome, because if you're not good on that note, it's not gonna be helpful. But eating polyphenols are in general great for
Yes.
Anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effect. And where do we find polyphenols in plant foods? In all those colorful plant foods. Eat the rainbow, right? All those dark, rich colors of different fruits and vegetables.
Okay.
They're great. Yeah.
Good. I want to jump back to the protein because this is something that we hear everywhere on social medias. Some people says we need 3 grams per body weight kilo. Some other they will say we need 4 grams of protein per body weight kilos. How could we make sure that we are having enough protein on a daily basis, again, for our bodies to perform properly?
So nowadays, general recommendations would be for a person who is not so active as you, like from 1.2 to 1.6 gram per kilogram of body weight.
Okay.
And for super active people, whatever that means, we still have to determine that a level of being active, it can be up to 2 grams per kilogram of body weight.
Okay.
I mean, depends. What do you do? What kind of activities are you doing? Yeah. Are you doing triathlon? Are you doing wrestling? Or you're just hitting the gym 3 times per week? Yeah. Right? Okay. So it's very different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because for me, it would mean that I would need, let's say, between 160 and 180 grams of protein. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's a lot. And at the moment, I don't have that, and I don't feel like I need more. So how can I make sure that I'm not eating less than I should in terms of protein, or what I'm having at the moment is enough for me to keep performing?
Are you losing your muscles, or are you gaining muscles?
No, I'm not losing, but I'm not gaining muscles.
But maybe you have hit the zone where you are not stimulating your muscles more, right?
Maybe also because I'm training hard, but I really think that at a certain point you need to even challenge deeper your body, because it's used to how you perform, how you train, so he knows how to react. He's prepared already. So I need to trick him, basically, if I can say it like that, because for me, what I read, that there were some people, they were saying that we need 0.8 grams of protein per body weight kilos for someone that doesn't have like a good like a strong physical activity. Yeah. So this
even
is
that can be good, but still we are so fixed into these numbers nowadays, and every day you have a new recommendation, and this expert is telling you that expert is telling you this. I mean, I think it's still in the USA, the common recommendation would be 0.8.
Okay.
I know that a lot of people from fitness industry and a lot of nutritionists will not agree with that, and I won't say I don't agree with that, because again, see how your body feels. Because for a lot of people who want to target this higher end, they simply say, I don't feel good. Like I want to have, let's say 1.6 grams per day, and I realize I'm gaining fat.
Yeah.
Because excess is going into the fat, right?
True.
And this is where individuality matters. We are all individual, and
we all different.
We can't all fit into these numbers.
True.
It is what it is.
True.
And when we are looking into how we are exercising, how we are functioning on a daily basis, how we are eating, and if everything is working well for you, you know, you're feeling good, you have good energy levels, you are not losing your muscles, that's your sweet spot.
Yeah. Because also, for me, I passed that stage, but I used to eat a lot of protein, and especially with a protein shake. And the problem is that to have a really good quality of protein, it costs a lot. So most of the people, they're going to jump on low prices on protein. but this protein is very, very low quality. Do you have a recommendation for us in terms of the quality of the protein that I mean, for example, the protein powder, is it okay? Is it good? What would be the thing that we need to know in order to make sure that we're buying a good product?
I would always say focus on whole foods, but sometimes that's very challenging. Busy life can happen, busy day can happen, day that you didn't organize yourself, buy the groceries or whatever. And in terms of having a shake, protein powder, or not having protein for that meal, I will choose shake.
Okay.
And it definitely has place, but again, food first always.
Okay.
As for the quality, yes, there are a lot of questionable powders out there on the market. Not necessarily that the high end price is always related to good quality. But there are some, I think, apps nowadays, I really didn't check into that they are telling you a lot about the quality and also like third-party testing.
Yes.
And sometimes even those labels, like they're telling you it's organic, it's, I don't know what kind of label can
But
be,
it's
that
not because,
it doesn't mean anything. So
Okay, because I at the beginning of this year, I've done. I love to do challenge to myself, like to push myself. And this year, I've done a challenge for 1 month, zero protein powder, and I was really scared to lose muscles because for me, I've been taking protein powder since probably like more than 15 years, and I was very surprised because I didn't see any changes. I didn't lose muscles. I didn't win muscles. I didn't gain muscles. I didn't lose weight. So I was like, okay, maybe I don't need that protein powders. Now I'm starting again a little bit because I want to build more muscles. But I always have this in my head: should I just leave it on the side, or is it okay if I still have it, like not like I used to, 1, 2, 3 shakers per day, but sporadically once after the training or one before the training? By the way, when you would recommend people to get the protein shake, especially when they train a lot? Is there like a frame time where it's more interesting for the body to have that protein, or
within 2 hours, I would say
within
post
2 hours?
exercise.
Okay,
Yeah.
post exercise.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So it could be a meal, but it could be also
shake,
a shake. Okay, good. Great.
Again, food first always. It works well, right?
Yeah.
Go back to the basics.
Oh, that was very, very, very interesting. I'm really, really glad to have you on that episode. I learned a lot. I hope you learned a lot also. If you have any kind of question, you will have all the details. You can contact Katarina directly through the Instagram. I think you have a website also.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's really amazing, believe me. And if you have any kind of question, you can reach me, and keep posted for the next episode that is going to come very soon. Bye-bye.